Okay, hello and welcome everyone into our 7th video in our series of tutorial where we learn how to build a membership app. Now in the previous video we talked about building reports, and in today's video we'll talk about basically how to send mail merges. So what we are expecting is that whenever there is a pending applicant, whenever we click on approve or reject, we are aiming to also send a mail to the applicant that whether the application have been respectively approved or rejected. Okay. So let's see how quickly we can build that. Okay, so we can start by going into 5. Okay, so first things first, before writing any email, what we need to do is that we need to set up our SMTP. And that can be done by clicking on Setup, Instances, selecting out any instance. And here you will see we have this tab called as Mail. If you click on that, then over here you need to just set up your SMTP server like I did. Now, of course, I'm going to pass in my port and passwords here. Without that, of course, it won't work. But similarly, you need to set up yours as well. Okay. So let me cancel that. And now let's talk about mail merges. So mail merges can be done inside 5 by clicking on Task and then simply mail merge. Once you're inside mail merge, let's click on the Add Item button. And over here, let's give it give a mail merge a title. So I'll call this one Approve Applicant. And then I don't need to basically care about anything else over here. I can just simply click on merge text. And then 5 opens up the switcher editor in front of me, and then I have the freedom to write any mail merge of my choice, and I can use these formatting tools on top as well. If I want, I can convert this entire thing into HTML and CSS. So if I want absolute freedom, I have that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply write hi. Let's put it a dummy name for now. Hi, Lorem. Congratulations. Your application has been approved. And full stop. Let's click space as well. And we're done. Let's click on save. You can also give it a subject. I can call it application approved. Awesome. Once we're done here, let's click on save, and I'm done with my mail merge. Next, we need to write some JavaScript. So let's get back into our functions by clicking on logic and then code editor. Let's start by basically getting our approve application server function. And we are back into this code that we built in some videos back. What we want here is now, apart from the members key, we also want to capture the participants, the applicants' email and their name. So we can do that by making another variable. We can call it members email, which is equal to context.email. Similarly, let's do the same thing for the name. I will call it members name, which is equal to context.name. And we're done. Lastly, I can execute a mail merge through a function by calling in 5.execute action. And then let's name our action, which was approve email. And then 5 expects us to also pass in the email and the name of whoever we are sending it to. So here we'll type in SMTP to email. And in this argument, we can pass in the email, which is our members email. Similarly, let's do the same thing for the participant's name. So that is SMTP, to name. And then we send in the participant's name, which is members name. This also sends a response back, so we can also capture that in a variable. So let's let email return is equal to 5 function. Let's check for errors here as well. I'll just copy this code above, paste that over here, and accept query results. We're just going to replace that with email return here and email return here as well. So let's click on save, and we should be done. So I just noticed one error over here, that instead of approve email, it should be approve applicant. And now we are good. Let's click on save. Let's double check in mail merge that we have no spelling errors. So yes, it's called approve applicant over here. So that will be good. Now let's click on run. Okay, not run the application while editing. So let's go out of editing mode and let's click on run. Okay, so now we are inside the application. So currently we don't have any pending applications. So let's create one. Instead of add item, I can call this one Chris Smith. And for the email, I have this website, which is tempmail.org, which just creates temporary emails for you for the purpose of testing or anything else. So they've created this email for me. So I'll just copy clipboard and paste that email over here. Let's give them some random number, 321. And let's click on save. Now let's go back to pending applications and let's click on approve. Okay, so that took some time. Let's click on approve applications. There is Chris Smith, and in the reports, okay, we can see Chris Smith over here as well. Now let's go back to our email. As you can see, we get a mail which says subject application has been approved. If I click on that, bam, it says exactly what I wanted to. Hi Lorem, congratulations, your application has been approved. It's pretty good. Now let's go back to 5 and let's do the exact same thing for our reject button as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to add item and let's call this one reject applicant. Similarly, in the subject text, we can say, sorry, your application has been rejected. Sorry. Okay, so then let's add in some text. Okay, so here what we can do is instead of typing in lorem, we can tell 5 to capture a variable, 5 dot variable, and inside variable we can type an smtp to name. So what this does is that whenever we are actually executing an action and we have passed this through our function, so this actually gets stored inside 5.variable. So whenever we pass that, the participant or the applicant should actually receive their name instead of lorem. So let's type in any dummy text over here. And so sorry, or sorry, actually, your application has been, I'm sorry, I don't know. Okay, so let's write some content here. So sorry, your application was rejected. Please try again. And then we can click on save. Let's click on save again over here to save the entire mail merge, and we are done. Okay, so now let's make changes inside our function. So let's go on logic, code editor. Let's open our approve application server over here, and just next to it, let's also open reject application server. So similarly, let's here also capture the email and the name. So we get them from approve application server, and let's just paste them over here. Similarly, I'll copy this entire thing, go back to our reject application function, and I'll paste that over here. But instead of approve applicant, I'll just be reject applicant. Okay, let's click on save. Let's go back to mail merge once again to see if I have done any spelling mistakes. So yes, it's reject applicant. Good. So now let's click on run. Okay, so now we are inside the application. So let's add in one more applicant. I can call this one, let's say my name, Benoy Sarkar, because I'm running out of names, I'll just use mine. And now let's give them another email from this website. So now we have another one. Let's copy that. Let's paste this. Let's give them some dummy number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's click on save. Now let's go back to pending applications. And here you can see I'm coming as an applicant, and now I can click on reject. And now let's go back to our emails. So it's going to take some time to load that. And bam, we get an email. So sorry, application has been rejected. Let's open it. And as you can see, I get my name over here. So hi Pranav Sarkar, sorry, application was rejected. Okay, so that was for mail merges. Okay, so we are coming into an end nearly. So in the next few videos, we're going to wrap this up. Now keep in mind, this will just serve as a kind of a template or a boilerplate, so which you can carry on and then continue to build your application. The idea here is to get you accustomed to 5. So in the next few videos, we're gonna wrap this up. So till then, thank you everyone, and make sure to subscribe for future videos. And till then, see you all very soon.